Good morning. Well, I have 7 days left. 1 week. Next Friday, I'll have 1 year clean. It's a big deal. It's a huge milestone. For anybody who's wondering if it can happen, it can, one day at a time. But we all do this just for today. I've been very fortunate to not have any situations to where I've craved and wanted to use. I've put myself in situations where in my past I would have wanted to, but I didn't. I've given myself this perspective that I may not die if I use. And I do have another recovery in me. Those are the things that I said I don't have, I can't do, that really don't matter. All that matters is today. Do I have another recovery in me? I don't know. It doesn't look good. But I do know this. If I just do what I keep doing now, what I've been doing for this year, I do know this. I don't have to worry about that. I don't have to worry about 6 months from now or a year from now. In a week and a year, I'll be at a milestone that I made, that I got to, which is a huge goal for me, to get to the multiple year marker again. I know what it was like after having that and then changing my date over and over and over again. And I know how dismal it felt doing that. Do I regret all of it? Yes. I'm not going to sit here and say I don't regret it. Of course I do. Do I wish I could go back and change it all? Absolutely. Do I wish I could go back and change all kinds of things of my past? Yes. But I can't. So I have to be grateful that it all happened, even if I don't like it. And acceptance is one of the toughest things for me to do. I talk about it all the time, that acceptance is the answer to all my problems. But just because I talk about it doesn't mean I practice it regularly. There are things in my life that happen that it's hard to accept, especially when they're happening. And I know I need to do that. It takes time. But what I've learned to do is when I'm worried, I've learned to put myself in a state where I pause and I think everything's happening the way it's supposed to right now. I've also learned that I don't want to go into situations that are like that, using that when it comes to bad behaviors. And that I can easily slip into bad behaviors very fast. And I don't even compare them to dope or alcohol. It's not one of those, well, at least it ain't this. I just go. And then I learn the hard way. But all in all, I've shown myself that I've got a lot in me, even at my age. That I'm not too old, and I'm not too far gone. That I'm not washed anymore. And that I can do all kinds of things and still sit in a room with people and feel completely insecure. Today, I was driving and these people were following me, and I was talking to Lucy, and I noticed in my rearview mirror they laughed. And I thought they were laughing. I thought they could hear in here, and they were laughing at me. It doesn't go away, or it hasn't. Even knowing that there's no microphones or any of that stuff, and I've got almost a year clean, far from the last time I used, it still exists. So I have to accept that may be the case for me for I don't know how long. And in time and hard work and working the things that they tell me to do, I'll be able to tone that down. And that it doesn't take me into destructive behavior anymore like it used to. I don't sit here listening to AM radio trying to figure out who's talking about me. I don't look through social media trying to figure that out either. I still have a lot of work to do. And I'm grateful that I get an opportunity to unfold layers of myself and figure out what my purpose really is. Saying that my purpose is to help people is a broad statement, but it's at least a starting point. Yes, I want to help people. Yes, I want to take that person who's crying and hates themselves and they don't think that they can do it, and I want to help them, show them that they can show themselves that they can do it. And I want to be able to have the ability to do that without anything in return. To dedicate the rest of my life showing others that we're worth it. No matter what it is. Drugs, relationships, bills, the job you work at, the drive you have to make, all of it. There comes a point in our lives, there came a point in my life where I felt everything was just pointless. It's over. And I lived like that, just going through the motions, going to work and just going through the motions. Sure, it's selfish, but I don't know what kind of selfish it is when you just feel like you don't want to exist anymore. Where nothing sounds good, looks good, tastes good, feels good. Where you don't even feel like you're existing, but you're existing. And the only thing that sounds good is the one thing that you hate the most. It's like this sense of relief that knowing it's going to be the most excruciating experience for me. See, I haven't experienced other things that people have. Jails. I've never been in a mental institution, although treatments kind of. So I don't share that story that other people share. I share the story of feeling like The Walking Dead, hating myself, not wanting to make eye contact with people, not feeling like I'm just, I don't know. And I'm trying my ass off to figure out where is happiness, because I'm working my ass off to figure out joy. And I know that I'm on the right path. But sometimes we drive on the road going down the right path, and there are these detours along the way that maybe we shouldn't take, but we do. And there's a sign that says detour, but the road in front of us is clear. And I always like that, FOMO, right? Fear of missing out. So I take the detour even though the road is clear. Even if I know I should just keep going straight. And so when that detour ends up not being in my favor and I go further down and I see another sign that says, how about this one? I have taken that. Maybe this road will be a little better. But who I am today is a result of all of those off the path detours that I've taken. And sometimes that journey, if it was just straight all the way there, well, there's no destination when it comes to recovery. It's all journey. And I'm learning that. And relapse is part of my story, but it's not part of my recovery. It's just part of my story that led me to my recovery. And so I'm truly grateful that I've given myself this opportunity to put myself out here on the internet, to compile all these videos together for my kids, for somebody that's struggling, to talk myself through some really intense things that have happened over this year. Some of them were like at 1 a.m. It's a lot of videos of me going through it. And even now, after all of these, I can still see somebody in my rearview mirror and think, they're watching me, they're judging me. And so, it's so much better feeling like that or thinking that when I'm not withdrawing or high or drunk. So, the journey continues, and I have a week left till I get to the 1 year, and then we'll see what year 2 looks like. But I have a feeling it'll be a little bit easier than year 1, and there's going to be some tougher things that happen, because that's the whole point of developing and growing. Things have to get tougher. Tomorrow, I top off this, and everything else is cake, right? Tomorrow I'm doing a 5K for my work. They do it every year. I signed up for it. So I'll run that. And then on Monday, Lainey and I are gonna go for a hike, the 2 of us. And what's great about that is it will mark that exact date when I came downstairs, right around that time. So I'm pretty excited about that. And as they say in recovery, more will be revealed. But I do know this, I feel better about myself, my confidence is a lot more, and my awareness is getting a lot better. So it's working. And I hope whoever watches this has a good day. And just know that, like, it's possible. For a lot of us, not probable. But for you, it can be possible. So give yourself some grace. It's rough out there. Give yourself a break. And just tell yourself, just today. All I need to focus on is today. And do that enough times and you'll start stacking up days behind you. And one day you'll sit there with 6 months and a year and whatever, and maybe you'll help somebody pick themselves up too. I hope this message helps somebody out there that's struggling, that needs help. I hope it gives them some hope, because there was a time I didn't think I could get this amount of time back, and before that there was a time I never thought in a million years I'd get this amount of time. So I'm grateful and I'm proud of myself. That's all. Bye.